Welcome to the third episode of Series 81, everyone. Sorry for the delay of this episode. We had some major audio issues to overcome, and we think we finally got it ready. Plus, I have been personally busy with some personal matters that needed attending, so it has been kind of busy lately. But this month, we are covering Shadowdark with designer Kelsey Dionne, and this episode, we are finishing our character creation series of episodes. But before we get to all of that, we do have some calls to action coming up after the show, and here is what to expect. You can join me here after the show, where we will be having our normal Patreon information, a little bit extra this time around, as well as our patron thank yous. In lieu of time, we will try to keep things brief, and we'll see you there. With all of that out of the way, enjoy the show, everyone. On the last episode of Character Creation Cast, Kelsey was making a super great dwarf wizard, Amelia was creating a hyper-competent goblin fighter, and I was creating a perfectly capable dwarven priest. We're picking up right where we left off last time. Enjoy.
Oh, this one thing worth noting, because we've rolled our talents, that's the point at which your stats could change, but now our stats are no longer going to change, so we can now attach the modifier to the number we rolled, which is whatever your penalty or bonus is. And it sounds like you guys have already done that for a lot of your stats. So
so I'm a +1, +2, -1, -1, -1, -2.
Oh my goodness. So you have the kind of character that a lot of Shadowdark players take pride in seeing how long they can keep alive. It becomes like a personal challenge, you know?
For sure.
Uh-huh.
For sure.
So I have -1, 0, +2, 0, -3, -1.
Nice.
-3. Oh my goodness. What is your -3 in your wisdom?
Yeah, my wisdom is -3.
Oh, I love it because it's your spellcasting stat, because in this game you roll to cast.
Oh my gosh, that's so amazing. Like, huge round of applause anytime you are actually able to do a spell.
It will be so
like,
triumphant.
You have like beads of sweat. You're trying so hard. You're just, your face is getting so red.
Just all effort.
Come on, Geed. I need this one. I need it.
Go through for me, Geed. Oh, it's so funny. My dwarf is not much better. I had a -1 strength, +0 dex, +2 constitution, -2 intelligence as a wizard, and then +1 wisdom, -1 charisma.
I love this. So I'm actually I'm okay in the fighter stats. So I'm a little bit sad about that. Part of me wishes I would have rolled a different class just to also be bad at something.
You are the most competent of us.
The other one
that
we didn't have was thief. So that dexterity is my best. So that probably would, but yeah, but my HP is 3. So
3.
If you make it to second level, which is not so hard, you'll get another shot at a D8. So
yeah,
and then you don't have to add your con.
I just, really like the idea that I'm totally afraid of the sight of blood.
Yes, you faint, it makes you faint. Yeah.
I mean, my constitution is 9. It's better than the 6 that it was that I originally rolled. But
better.
Yeah, better.
You're going to have to work your way
up. A lot of room for improvement.
A lot.
That's what all the report cards say. Room for improvement.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
A pleasure to have in class. But... No, actually, that's not true because my charisma is a 7.
Oh no, your character.
My charisma is 8 too. So
we're not a very charismatic. Mine's only 9, so we're not.
Wow,
the most
7, 8, 9.
Charming.
So you're
bunch.
the face of the group.
Yes, at a -1.
The face of the group with a -1.
Yes, big success. We're gonna go far.
such a departure too, because like I love to play face characters too. So like the idea of just like somebody's just so bad at charisma, like fighter is not my.
So I mean, really, you're technically the face of the group then, Amelia.
Oh, am I?
Because we're all embracing our horrifyingly bad traits.
We are. That's true. We need you to. We're just all going to do what we're worst at.
Yeah, whatever you're worst at. It's room for growth. Like we're just like, you know what? The only way to get better is by doing it.
Yep.
So
yes,
we've decided that as a
Mo.
group that we are like we're on this like personal growth journey.
Yes.
For all of us, we're just going to go out there and do the things that we're worst at. So
Absolutely.
like.
This is our New Year's resolution trio right here. We're going to get better.
I love it so much that like, yeah, we all decided we were going to go and just like eat, pray, love. But
Yes, that's what
things that we're just so bad at.
That's what our
Like
team
I
is
always
called.
wanted to be a wizard. Sure, you can do it. You know what? This is your year.
This is, I am in my wizard era right now. I'm doing this.
Oh my gosh. I love them
left?
already. I love them so much.
It's fun. I really
they're
love
so
it.
bad.
It's so fun to play bad characters because like everything you succeed at feels like a triumph then. It's like
right. That's the thing is that like it is going to be full round of applause anytime anybody hits anything or
does anything
casts
good.
a spell or
the heroics
doesn't die. Honestly. You were so close to dead, but you made it. I am so proud of you.
Point of pride right there. Yeah. It's so funny because I've had people like, you know, like we have a Discord server and I have a lot of folks who will do share the stories of how their games went. And we have people who relish getting to share about how their like 3 hit point 3rd level character is still alive. They've managed to keep them alive and fighting. And it's like there's a lot of strange like satisfaction that you get out of piloting a flawed character up to an incredibly high level and making them survive somehow. Yeah.
No, I absolutely love characters that are not like I mean my first role-playing games were like I played D20 Modern. It's my first game I ever played.
That's right.
And then I played Shadowrun many years later. And then I played 4th edition Legend of the Five Rings. So like I've not played a lot of like min-max like that never really it's just not how I play. I love to like roll characters that are just like really bad at certain things because I find, and I played with people who just really don't love failing rolls. They don't. It's not fun for them. And I understand that. But for me, it's like, well, this goes horribly wrong. Now what? Like I know what's going to happen if I hit. But if I don't hit, that's way more interesting to me. Like I, you know, and like I definitely don't want to play a character that's like intentionally bad and ruins stuff for everyone around me.
Right.
But I love having characters that have at least like one stat or whatever, where it's like, but I'm going to, but I love to try it anyway. When people are like, but you have to, you know, you have to roll your charisma. Sure. Why not?
But see, now if everybody's bad, that's the baseline.
Exactly.
And you're all good.
Exactly.
Yes. And I want to, I have to make
That's true. We're grading on a curve here with these characters.
We are. Oh, it's so funny the bell curve distribution of our team. It's true that this game also you start off bad. It's like a common thing in this game, and part of the challenge is trying to work your way up. And it's also an old school game mentality that because your chance of failure for rolling for things tends to be like kind of mid to high when you're low levels. You actually strive to set up situations where you don't need to roll and you are guaranteeing yourself auto success, because one of the crucial parts of Shadowdark's gameplay is that you only will like make a check to climb a wall or something as a thief if there is a reason that you would fail that's due to like time pressure or you know, something happening around you. So there's a lot of opportunity to auto succeed at things if you set up the situation wisely and carefully. And so because your stats are bad, this game tries to encourage you to play smart.
Yes. Which is like, I think an interesting gameplay phenomenon that I don't know people, they don't always lean into sometimes, that it's like, you don't have to roll if failure means nothing.
Exactly.
You know? And I think that there is, and that's kind of a thing that I think there are certain kinds of games where that's really obvious, and there's certain kinds that where there aren't. And I think older games like in sort of like the original kind of OSR thing, that wasn't it. It was like you roll for everything.
Yeah.
And so it can be a little bit of a learning curve for people that it's like, it's okay to be bad at things. Just don't, set up situations where you don't have to do those things. Just like real life where you're like, I'm really bad at this. So I'm going to plan my life around not doing it,
100.
Like there's a reason I don't work in tech, like not for me.
And if you know you have a weakness, you can overinvest in trying to counterbalance that weakness by doing preparation and planning and setup and all that. So that's very encouraged, like by the book in the rules as written, to embrace not having to roll when your success is pretty much guaranteed or obvious, or there's no pressure on you. So, even though my wizard has a 6 intelligence and is not very good at wizarding, because I'm a trained wizard, I can still do things like read magical runes without having to roll, stuff like that.
Right.
Right. Yeah. But then there definitely is fun in, things like, okay, now we are at a party and we do need to behave ourselves. And, like failure could mean something. So let's all roll and see how bad it goes.
Yeah.
Not do we succeed, but how badly do we fail?
Yes, exactly.
Because sometimes that's fun too. It's like, but how wrong does it go?
What level of damage control will we need?
Right. Yeah. Just how much did we mess it up?
It very much is the Three Stooges style of role playing at this point.
It is.
Okay
I love it. And
we are on this journey for personal growth. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what we're here for. And our characters are nearly completed. In fact, at this point, we have only a few things left to do, which is to roll or choose a background for your character, which is on page 26 of the core rules. And this just gives you a set of, knowledge and skills or connections or something that you can use to try to justify some benefits to yourself. Like if I were to roll sailor and we were out on a boat trying to navigate in the water, I might be making associated checks with advantage since my background is sailor.
Yeah. You know how to tie a knot. You've done this before.
Yeah. You know what kind of fish that is. That's a pirate flag, not a, friendly flag, stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to roll because obviously that's what
I always roll as well.
Me too. I'm rolling.
And I got a wonderful 3.
This is the first time in all of this that I have had a decently high roll. Anyway, yes, Ryan, you got a 3.
Cult initiate.
Yes,
good one,
Ryan.
I know blasphemous secrets and rituals.
Ooh, handy.
Do you know not to tell other people those secrets?
No, because my wisdom is 5.
Is that why you got kicked out of the cult? They were like, no.
I'm pretty sure.
Get out.
That's why I only made it to the initiate
before
level.
we tell you too many secrets, or it's
Honestly,
going to be
I didn't. I thought it was a self-help group.
I like the idea that they sent you on a quest, but really it is like an endless errand that you won't fit, that it's it's to busy work.
Yes.
That they just say on there please go find this statue high in the mud that does not exist.
Oh my gosh.
Because they're we have to get you out of here.
You're like, I found the statue, and they're like, wait, what? You come back.
I want that for you. I really want this busy work quest. Yeah.
Yeah.
The cult told me. I rolled soldier, so I'm a wizard whose background was soldier. I think I too probably failed out of the cadet academy, and I was like, this, I wasn't cut out for this. It's okay.
Yeah. So I actually rolled scout. You survived on stealth, observation, and speed.
Oh.
Which actually does kind of fit my stats. So
you have actual useful stuff on your character.
Yes. I do love the idea that I was so stealthy that I was left behind by the rest of my group because they just couldn't find me.
Well, that's why your hit points are so bad, because you always avoided combat.
Yes.
Yeah, well, because I'm afraid of blood.
Yeah.
Yes.
You always avoided
So
getting...
I was like, you know what? I'll go up in the tree and scout out the area. Blended in.
You'll never find
the rest of the troop left without me.
Yeah.
And you're still looking for him to this day.
Yeah.
They're somewhere.
I love it. See, this is the thing that cracks me up about these random wacky characters is it's kind of the thing that you couldn't make up on your own unless you're trying to put all these pieces together.
we ever would have, because like I said, I love face characters and I would have picked something with high charisma or, like I wouldn't have chosen Goblin. But I love it. I'm glad I'm here.
Yeah.
Oh, this is fun. Well, you guys, we're almost done with making our characters. The actual last thing left to do is to roll our starting gold and to pick out some gear, which is a bit of a shopping list thing. So characters intentionally start with not a lot of money because part of the goal of early levels in this game is to accumulate like good enough armor that you're actually not super vulnerable anymore. So it's unlikely you'll be able to afford everything that you want at first level. And the starting gold you have is 2d6 times 5.
Oh, okay. Times 5.
I almost said d12. That would have been.
I was like, don't do that to 2d6. Don't do
2d6 times 5. Yes.
Okay.
I
was like, my starting gear is a stick and
40 gold pieces to start.
Not bad. Got 35.
That's not bad at all.
Now, here's an interesting thing to point out.
25. Okay.
Oh, 20. Okay. Wow. Yeah. So 25. I've got 35. Yeah. We're not doing, we don't have a ton of money between us, but
no.
This, instead of like weight-based inventory tracking or things like that, Shadowdark takes a big diversion from old school gaming, which is that we use slot-based inventory. So you can carry either 10 items or your strength score in items, whichever is higher.
Okay.
All
right. So I can do up to 12. Yeah. And I did have the option to like be able to carry one more thing if my constitution was high enough, but it wasn't.
Oh, yeah. My strength is 9, so I can carry 9 things.
No, well, you can carry 10, thankfully. Yeah, because 10's
good.
Higher for you there. Yeah, so you will get to, you want to bear that in mind. Pretty much most items will take up 1 slot, but there's a list on page, let me find it, page 35 that shows you basic gear and like how many slots it takes up. And sometimes heavier weapons or heavier armor takes up more than 1 gear slot as well.
Okay. So obviously I need a weapon. That's probably where my...
Ooh, good place to start.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with leather armor.
Okay.
Which makes sense, which increases my AC by 1.
Nice.
So instead of starting at 10, I'll start at 11.
All right.
Lovely.
It starts at 10, and then
plus
you add your
dexterity mod.
Exactly. Yeah.
Nice.
And you might
so
benefit
yours is
from
better
leather.
than mine in armor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But wait. Can I have 2 shields and get +4 to AC?
Yes.
That's amazing. I'm doing that. 30 of my gold is going towards leather armor and 2 shields.
Yes. I'm most certainly going to buy something called a crawling kit, which is a put together set of gear for 7 gold. That's just basic dungeoneering equipment.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And it's
so
like
now
7
I'm up
items.
to 15 AC.
Cool.
And I don't have any weapons.
Just hit people just run into them.
The crawling kit does look useful. It's only 7 gold. That'll leave me with 3 gold left.
Yeah, and there's also a backpack in there, which if you notice, doesn't take up any gear slots. So you have a little section on your character sheet called free to carry, and that's stuff that doesn't weigh you down.
Oh, nice.
Rations come in packs of 3, so those take up just 1 gear slot to have 3 of them.
And how many silver pieces are there per gold piece?
10.
If I get a bow, I have to get arrows too.
Okay.
Maybe I should just get a javelin.
Ooh.
It's so good.
Yeah, who needs bows? No, I was kidding. Bows are... Yeah, you roll the least gold out of all of us, so I think you're going to be the most strapped for cash.
2 torches.
I have 27 gold left I could
Rations.
donate to the cause if you all need better gear.
I think I might be okay aside from no weapons, which might not be very good to do. It would be nice to have an option, but we'll see where my spirit wills me to go.
Yeah. You can always pick up like a stick if things are going badly.
Exactly. Iron spikes times 10, grappling hook. Well, see, with all of this gear, I will be at 10 items.
Ooh, so you'll
which
have
is my
to
limit.
You'll have to get someone else to carry things for you if you find treasure, or just like throw a few things out of your bag.
Yeah. Which I don't need these torches, right?
Well,
Somebody else can carry a torch when I'm using 2 shields.
Give someone else the torch. One fun part about Shadowdark is that no creatures can see in the dark. No characters can at all. And torches actually last 1 hour of real time during gameplay.
Oh, wow.
So they can run down. If you're playing the typical 3-hour session, you usually go through 3 or 4 torches. Something bad usually happens to at least one of the torches. Someone drops it down a pit or something. And total darkness is very, very bad for characters in this game.
Oh, I can imagine.
Oh, maybe I should get a grappling hook.
Do it.
What if we go into a dungeon or something?
You can grapple whatever you want with that grappling hook.
Or maybe I could hit someone with it.
Well equipped for battle. You could probably afford leather armor, hopefully.
Oh, yeah. I have to get armor, too.
Yes.
I don't need rations, right?
I have 3. I'll share mine with you for now.
Could you hold on to my rations?
Exactly.
I just need 1 more slot because if I can get like just something to use as a weapon in case I need to, that would be nice. Oh, but I don't have enough gold. Oh, no, I can get a club. Yeah,
nice
I'll get
little
a club.
Do you want me to hold your rations? I have a bit of space.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea.
I'll carry your rations. Don't worry. We're a team.
Club. I trust you implicitly.
With that 6 wisdom.
Uh-huh.
Great. I'm not smart enough to trick you, so.
Exactly.
If I get leather armor, that should put my AC at 13, I think.
I think so. 11 plus.
That's probably good.
Mm-hmm.
So melee, close range, 1d4 damage.
Yep. And you add your strength bonus to your attacks. Plus, I think you rolled that +1 to attacks and damage. Or what did you roll for your talent?
+1 to melee or ranged attacks.
Okay, so up to you to choose.
That's just a hit, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Cool. So I get a straight roll of the die for my hitting.
Yay.
If I use my club.
Not bad. I have a penalty on mine, but you don't have to add, you actually do not add your stat modifier to damage dealt. So you have a
good
decent shot at dealing good damage when you hit then.
Nice. That's good to know.
Yes. So for you, you're a fighter, right? And you actually get to choose a weapon to have a specialty in. That was one of your talents. Did you choose one? Nice. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the crossbow, I think.
There you go. So you can choose your crossbow. So ordinarily you would add your dexterity modifier to your attack roll. And then you also add +1 on top of that because of your specialty. And are you you're a goblin?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, you're a goblin. So you have, I believe, +3 to hit, right? And then you deal +1 damage with your crossbow. So a 1d6 +1.
Oh.
Your javelin does not get that specialty benefit, so it's just your regular stats and then no bonus to the damage.
Yeah, I only get to pick one weapon, sadly.
Little crossbow.
A classic.
I feel kind of OP in terms of defense for a level 1 character.
I love it,
with
though.
With a 15 AC and 10 hit points.
You're very tanky.
Yeah.
I feel like you can use that to your advantage in some unconventional ways.
Oh yeah, my main intimidation tactic is baning my shields together.
Yes. We're just going to hide behind you and try to do something to help.
Yeah. I got to have a catchphrase as well.
Ooh.
Because like the thing's got, it's clobbering time.
Oh yeah.
But I don't clobber.
Yeah. It's shield smash time. I don't know. That one's a little alliterative. Maybe there's a better one.
Yeah. I'll think of something.
Oh, we could roll some names.
I was going to say, if I'm going to roll my name because I just want to randomize it totally.
Absolutely.
Isolde. I'm the dwarf named Isolde.
I am the dwarf named Brenna.
Ooh.
Oh, I got Rizzo.
Nice.
Like the rat from the Muppets.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Perfect.
I think I was thinking of that rat when I put that in there. That might have been an Easter egg.
Honestly, I really love that character.
Yeah.
It's like my favorite.
And what was your character's name, Kelsey?
Isolde.
Isolde. Nice.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Do we all need to choose a deity?
Well, only priests have to, but you can choose one if you want to. I also chose Geed because I like Geed's vibes with our group.
I feel like I'll pick Geed too, since that kind of ties us together.
True.
Oh, yeah.
And it is, for being a scout, that's a bit fitting because Gita's like the god of the wilds. And
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, wonderful.
Brenna, Isolde, and Rizzo. That's so good.
And just like that, you've got a Shadowdark character, y'all.
Ooh, that's very nice.
Oh my God, I'm really excited about this group of weirdos.
Oh, so good. I see. There's a whole section for just random rolling your characters.
Oh yeah,
and your spells.
Yep, you can be totally random if you want. Some people really enjoy the
wow
option of that.
Yeah, because like even the priest, you can roll 1d4 and get which language you will get.
Yes.
Yes. Very good.
It's fun. It's fun to see what you get.
This is definitely such a weird group of people who are bad at everything, and I honestly love them.
Oh my gosh. Okay, wonderful.
Kelsey, thank you so much for joining us for our Shadowdark character creation episodes and for sitting down to make this group of terrible characters.
Yeah. We're just a bunch of misfits.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had a blast.
Yeah.
Oh man, me too. This was a blast. I had a lot of fun. I love that we got to make these characters that connect with each other and have a group dynamic already. That's so delightful to me.
Can you remind everyone where they can find you online and your projects?
Yeah, yes. So my company is called The Arcane Library. That's my publisher imprint. So you can find us on thearcanelibrary.com. And we have links out to things like our Discord server and a web store where you can pick up a copy of Shadowdark RPG if you should like to.
Absolutely. Well, thank you again, Kelsey, and thank you to everyone for listening. Please join us on the next episodes for our discussion block. Call to action.
Yeah, like that.
I hope you enjoyed the character creation for Shadowdark with us. It's amazingly incompetent form of our characters. We had a lot of fun with Kelsey getting through this, and it created some really interesting character dynamics, and we get into some really phenomenal fanfic for these folks to kind of flesh out why they're so incompetent, I guess, in the discussion section. So I can't wait for you to hear that. I'm going to be really excited when those come out, and I think we'll be able to get those out on time this coming next couple of weeks to round out the end of the month. So I'm really looking forward to that. But before we let you go for the day, here is our calls to action. If you haven't checked out our Patreon or Discord yet, please do. We would love to do more for the community and for the show itself, but to do that, we either need time or money. And since we rarely have time nowadays, a bit of assistance here with some monthly pledges will go a long way. I would love to bring on somebody, maybe even one of our listeners, to help us out with updating our website every month. I would love to pay this person for the hour or two that this process takes, but we would need to get a few more patrons to get to that point. If we hit $160 a month, I think we could do that. And if we hit $200 a month, I think we could even have them get the backlog of information up on there that we have been meaning to do ourselves, but we just have not had any time or energy for that. To help sweeten the deal, we will have over 20 stickers that we would love to send you at the $10 level. We also have some custom C3 dice, as well as personalized thank you cards as bonus episodes at the $5 and up levels, and our bonus chit-chat episodes and character sheets from the episodes and more are at the $1 and up level. And we'll even have our bonus outtakes and other periodic information for our free patrons, including a future newsletter if we ever get around to that again. And you can check all of these out and more perks at patreon.com/charactercreationcast, or you can just join the discussion and get the latest show announcements on our Discord at discord.charactercreationcast.com. We also have a lot of wonderful people on the Discord that would be a good time to get to know. In addition to all of that, we'd like to thank our current patrons every episode. Your support truly helps out a great deal, so let's go ahead and do that right now. Lieutenant DJG, aka Dagtyrannosaurus, and Eric Bonts, thank you for your support. Daryl Holiday II, Shadim Cabal, and the Shyest Barbarian, thanks to all of you. We're glad to have you here, Benjamin Sweeney, Rob Fletcher, and Kevin Brown. Thanks for supporting. Tentacle Duck, John Adamus, and A3 Sketchpad, thanks for believing in us. Cole McCallum, Carlos Salazar, and Eric S., you shouldn't have, but we are so glad that you did. Ian Potmeyer, Liam G., and Brian Colm, thank you so much for your support. Thank you to Garden GM, Tanglefoot, and Blue Kryptonite. We also couldn't do this without you. Thank you to Danny, Nicole Trainer, and Liam Murray. Kenny, Brian Kurtz, and Mark E. Fair, many thanks to you. Drew Owen, Oz, and James McGinley, thank you all for your support. And Sean Metcalf, our deepest thanks. And thank you to all of our future patrons. If you want to join this phenomenal group of individuals, please head on over to patreon.com/charactercreationcast and help us out. We're getting very close to covering our operating expenses every month, and with more assistance, we'll be able to make those website upgrades and make exploring your favorite games much easier, including links to resources for the games and more on our website. That's all that we have for today's episode. Join us here next week, where we will be starting our discussion with designer Kelsey Dionne. Until then, take care, everyone. Stay safe, drink some water, and keep making those amazing people. We'll see you next time. Character Creation Cast is a production of the One Shot Podcast Network and can be found online at www.charactercreationcast.com. Head to the website to get more information on our hosts, this show, and even our press kit. Character Creation Cast can also be found on Twitter and Blue Sky at CreationCast, or on our Discord server at discord.charactercreationcast.com. I'm one of your hosts, Ryan Bolter, and I can be found on Twitter and Blue Sky at Lord Neptune or online at lordneptune.com. Our other host, Amelia Antrim, can be found on Twitter and Blue Sky at Ginger Reckoning. Music for this episode is used with a Creative Commons license or with permission from the podcast they originated from. Further information can be found within the show notes. Our main theme music is Hero Remix by Steve Combs and is used with a Creative Commons license. This podcast is owned by us under Creative Commons. This episode was edited by Ryan Bolter. Further information for the game systems used and today's guests can also be found in the show notes. If you'd like to support our show, find us on Patreon. Get access to bonus episodes, exclusive merch, and much more at patreon.com/charactercreationcast. Thanks for joining us. And remember, we find that the best part of any role-playing game is character creation. So go out there and create some amazing people. We'll see you next time.